Morning folks, Andy here from Bushcraft. So I'm out in the woods today, got a little project in mind. I'm not doing any woodwork or any of that sort of stuff. It's going to be making sloe gin. A few hundred metres that way there's a big line of blackthorn bushes with thousands of sloes growing on them. So the other day I was out here walking rusty. I brought my little foraging bag with me and gathered a fair old bunch of them, and then I took them home and froze them. Freezing them is actually part of the process, and I will go into that in a minute, but I thought what I'd do is just get all the stuff out and show you what I brought with me to make the sloe gin. So first of all, you're going to need sloes. I took these out of the freezer last night to give them a chance to defrost. To be honest, I think I probably picked more than I actually need, but it's better to be safe than sorry. There's a ghost out here. You also need a bottle of gin, because it's a sloe gin, big part of the process. And then what I've got here is a couple of storage bottles. These are both 500ml each. I'm going to do two slightly different processes in each bottle, so I'll explain that as we go through it. I've got a stainless steel funnel. This is just to help pour the gin into the bottles without spilling too much of it. And then I've got sugar. Again, this is part of the process, but I'm only going to do it for one of them. So I've been looking up sloe gin for the past few days now, how to make it, and it's not that there's like lots of methods, it's just there's more variations to the methods, different websites, books, whatever, that you research and ways of doing this. So some of them say just prick the flesh of the berry and that'll rupture it enough so the flavours can infuse during the bottling. But the one that I went with is freezing them. The reason being is when you prick them, it's not even throughout the whole berry, it's sporadic, whereas freezing them and then defrosting them, it ruptures the flesh of the berry all the way around evenly, and it's a more efficient process. And it just kind of made sense really in my head that was a better way to do it. So yeah, I froze the berries and then defrosted them. These bottles are 500ml, and I've already marked out the I'm going to fill them up about a third of the volume of the bottle with sloes, and I've already marked it out with these lines. I don't know if they'll show up, but basically 500ml divided by 3, it was about 160ml, and then marked it up there. So that's both the bottles now filled up to the mark that I want them filled up to. The next step is to add the gin. Now with the different variations that you can research on the internet of the method, the one thing they seem to have in common is using a decent brand of gin. And one of the ones that was recommended was Gordon's. I'm not a gin drinker, I'm not a gin connoisseur or anything. To be honest, I'm either a beer drinker, a Scotch drinker, or back in my younger days, vodka and Red Bull. It's rocket fuel. So, it doesn't smell too bad. But yeah, I'm going to use this funnel just so it doesn't spill all over the place. So folks, that's the gin added and the sloes. This one is slightly less fuller than this one. The reason being this one's going to get left as is, whereas this one I'm going to add some sugar to it. So getting back to the method, the different variations, some of them will say add sugar at this point and just throw in sugar granules and it'll be fine. Other methods say don't put the sugar granules in because they don't dissolve properly, and then you end up like, a gritty drink if you like. Some of the ones say to, boil up water and add the sugar to that and then make a sort of syrup and then add that into it. And then other ones say don't do anything right now at all, just put the berries in, the sloes in, put the gin in, bottle it and then store it away for between now and Christmas time, being that it's a festive drink. And then when it comes time to drink it at Christmas, take a sip, see what you think of the flavour, and if you feel that adding a bit of sugar to it or syrup, whatever, would be beneficial, then it's up to you to add as much or as little as you want then. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some to this one now, and I've marked the top out with an S so I know it's got sugar in it now. And I'm going to use the method of, you know, dissolving the sugar in hot water and making a sort of syrup, because yeah, again, makes sense to me as a good way of doing it. So yeah, here's the sugar. I've got my little hexa stove, my alcohol stove set up over there, so I'm going to get boiling the water and making the syrup. So there's water starting to steam now, so what I'm going to do is start adding the sugar in. So that's all the sugar dissolved now in the water. It's time to add it in. Well folks, that is it, the whole process, start to finish. Like I said, this one's got the melted, the dissolved sugar in it. This one doesn't have anything in it at all. I'm going to wait till it's time to start drinking and give it a taste and see what it's like after that, whether it needs any sugar or not. But what to do now, this is the end of September now, the last couple of days or so. So between bottling these today and when I drink them at Christmas, it's going to be about 2.5 months they've had time to infuse in that. But what I need to do now is just give them a shake, and what it says to do is store it away in like a dark, cool cupboard somewhere, and every couple of days just take them out and give them a shake. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. Not bad for a morning's work. Got Christmas Day sorted out now. But yeah, time to head home now. Got a couple of things to be getting on with at home. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you could share it, if you could give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you maybe leave a comment if you know any other ways of doing this, I'd like to hear about it. I'm sure everyone else would as well. And if you're not already a subscriber, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be cool. But as always, very thankful you're taking the time of your day to watch my videos. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Hey bud, take care. Come on, let's go.